to Wi-Fi. It's okay. Let me see how good it is. It's connected. It is showing, but not still. Sometimes it's still, sometimes it's still.
Once again, a very good evening, dear viewers. Sound check, microphone check, audio check. My apologies, dear viewers, for the delayed start of the match and delayed commentary. I'm really struggling with the network. Both service providers here have very unspeedy and unjumpy network. I'm not so sure that I'll be even giving you very good images when the competition itself starts. We are at the Billiards Cafe, Lusaka, in the capital city of the Southern African country of Zambia, where majority of the best players from the African continent are converging for the Billiards Cafe annual double elimination classic, which has a prize pot of 200,000 Zambian kwacha, which is available, I think, for the top 8 players out of close to 100 who are participating from Zambia, Zimbabwe, South Africa, Malawi, Eswatini, Botswana, Tanzania, and Uganda. But before the tournament starts, which starting date is on Friday, we are having a money match today between Philani and Noksi from South Africa, the guy that is queuing right now, donning that orange shirt of Flames Pub and Grill, his home venue, taking on Rashid Wagaba from Uganda, who is donning the light blue and purple t-shirt of the Advanced Talent Agency, his management team. They are racing to 13 for $1,000. That is the pot they are having, and 5 frames have been played. Of the 5, Philani is leading 4-1. These two players have faced off twice before. If you remember last year, if you remember the Grand Mchana Open Championship, the tournament that was won by Ibrahim Sejemba. The following day, these two players raced to 13, again for $1,000, and both of those races were won by, guess who? Pilani, Noksi, Mazambane. As he misses unexpectedly that yellow, as you have seen. The other times I've seen him facing Ugandans. I do remember him in that Southern African team that faced with Uganda in the Holy Cup Championships, and the South African team won by decider in a race to 13, best of 25. It ended 13-12. South Africa won. I also remember him having a money match after that competition against Uganda's Chandega Caesar, and the match, which was also a race to 13, did end 13-11 with Caesar winning. But for now, Pilani is having a healthy 4-1 lead to try and pay sweet revenge for Rashid Wagaba, the Ugandan that is nicknamed Dog City. But the Philani is actually called Philani Noksi. Mazambane is a nickname. Also, apologies for how his name has been murdered in the video heading, the video subscription. It was actually by auto spell. That is why it's called, it's as if philanthropy is something. When I typed filler, then the artificial intelligence typed the rest by itself. It wasn't up to me, and I was rushing a little bit. That's why you see, and I can't edit when the match is live. Nonetheless, for now, Pilani 4 and Dog City 1. Race to 13. A live commentary is coming shortly. So from your side, guys, please tell me if you're finding the pictures now a little bit more clear and stable. Sorry guys for the shaky video quality. All options have not been so good today. Hopefully tomorrow it will have stabilized, but the network isn't as good as it was last year and the other year when I first got a chance to come to this beautiful country of Zambia. For now, the hunter is being hunted. Last year, Dog City, the guy who is king right now, did beat Pilani twice in too many matches, both of which were races to 13 for $1,000 US. It was my first time seeing Mazambane play as Philani because he is nicknamed. I had a conviction that Dog City was too much for him until I saw Mazambane play in the Holy Cup Championships. Later on, then I saw this monster of a guy whom we hadn't seen his best when these two guys did take on each other in those many matches. Actually, a tournament of 128 players from South Africa, Zambia, Zimbabwe, some from the USA, some from Australia, some from Ireland. A multitude of them coming, of course, from South Africa and other Ugandans. Philani, of course, he did reach the semi-finals and came third. And yet, no Ugandan reached the semi-finals. Actually, the Ugandan who reached farthest was Computer, who was beaten in the quarterfinals again by this guy, Pilani. Because later, he did accept to have a money match against another Ugandan in Caesar, which Caesar won, but with a score of 13-11. He was part of the South Africa B side, the national team. They had 3 national teams. He was part of the second team that defeated Uganda's A team 13-12 at the Grand Monte Casino Hotel in Johannesburg. He seems to be in the mood to pay sweet revenge to Dog City, who did defeat him. Like I said, interests at Mchana Pub and Grill in Nairobi. And the South African is paying sweet revenge in Zambia, even a more neutral country. He has arrived this afternoon. Pilani just went to check in a hotel, and he is now already on table. That is how crazy these guys are when it comes to playing. He's up to try and win a race in which he is seemingly now the overwhelming favorite. Not only is he thinking better, he's also queuing better and reading better. And about to lead with 5 games. Dog City, as you can see, has conceded frame number 7, not as if he was going to win. He knew that Philani was going to put the black. He's having a 3 minutes timeout. Match will return when the 3 minutes are done. For now, it's Rashid Wagaba, Dog City from Uganda, 1. Philani Noksi Mazambane from South Africa, 6. Race to 13 for $1,000 US.
and not responsive. Matengo vanachera kutournament vaenda pabrek mayamba kumhenya brek vaivara timulai
Bosano. I want when I know.
This organization that you have who are using the game to play now they've gone to this is where now we're able to organize. There is a race. Therefore it's going to be just that is a thing that is tonight. You should not be doing that. This is international. This is international.
Bro, camera. YouTube. They can finish YouTube.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen, from the timeout. Dog City, the guy who is now 6 down, 1 on Philani and Noksi, did have a dry break, and Philani looks to try and increase his lead even further. He's one of the African players, in my opinion, who has been getting less respect than he actually deserves, and is probably trying to utilize this tournament to try and make a statement, try and claim a name for himself as one of the top dogs on the African continent. He did tell me when I had a little chat with him last year during the Holy Cup, he told me that he is a player and doesn't fear any player. Big friends and also fan of Eden Joseph, but even against Eden, he has some money matches. I think last month he did have that race to 25. He was head started with +6 and things didn't go his way. For now, things seem to be going his way, as after that dry break from Dog City, Philani and Noksi is seemingly having easy pickings of the frame and is carrying a reverse dish, a red apple here. It is now Pilani 7 and Dog City 1. And in a very special way, you are welcome to the stream. The guy who is watching on the phone, who has just been at the venue, maybe has gone back to his hotel, in a special way. Mr. Chandiga Caesar. For once, a viewer, not a player for now. Osikuku Kennedy. Thank you for watching. Bob Katerega supporting. Bob Katerega doesn't like South African players, so he must be having a towel wiping tears from his face, but it will be okay. Philani Nkosi now to break to try and make it 8. Dog City can only pray that this break doesn't go the way of Philani. Maybe the prayers of Dog City are being answered momentarily because it is a dry break and a fairly good split of the balls. Could go for the blues, could go for the yellows. Both colors look relatively okay. And with one thing on his mind, to go for a single clearance in his current visit of the table. Is playing yellow to pot blue to the center pocket on the left, which he does. Table close, playing blue in the same shot, opening up the black ball, and there will be bad blue ball. He's in a little bit out of sorts, Dog City. So far, Pilani is outplaying him, even as a shooter that Dog City is so fondly known as on the African continent. Pilani is out shooting him. He's getting more clear. Wouldn't fault him for trying to start with now the blue ball closest to your screen because it is a little bit tricky, and yet for now he has the white ball. Maybe he's reserving it as an insurance ball. When he finishes, there will be 3 blue balls to the top end of the table. The one closest to your screen could be used to find white ball for black when it gets to that time. And now only 2 blues. Of course, he'll be starting with the one he's looking at. White ball bouncing off the cushion with somewhat right spin on it. Moving rightwards, that is accurate and beautiful. The natural movement of the white ball now, after playing the blue ball he's looking at, will move leftwards to try and get white ball for the last blue, which is nearest to your screen. Now that is the shot, and I think the shot is accurate. The rest, I like to call it a formality. Remember, after that timeout, Dog City broke the frame and Philani Mazambane finished. The next one, Philani Mazambane broke. Dog City will finish as long as he can make a sharp cut of that black ball, roll it against the cushion to the corner pocket on the bottom.
Yeah, so let me go and sleep. Hi to my brother. Welcome. Okay. Yeah, I can never do that. Oh, my fish, I'm glad to see you. My prayers.
In the meantime, guys, I want to thank the Advanced Talent Agency for making my trip to Zambia possible, facilitating it fully, all expenses paid. Of course, the ATA has secured rights for streaming the Billiards Cafe Derby Elimination Competition starting at the same venue on a Friday, given rights on the center table, which will have most of the big games. You can watch the action by subscribing to the platform. That is www.atsportslive.com. And if I were you for this tournament, I will get weekly subscription, which comes for $6, and enjoy the action non-stop with replays with different camera angles, and it is the platform on which I will be commentating for the duration of the competition. Also, the other news which is now bad is that my Facebook page, Break and Finish Live Facebook, the sister page of this YouTube channel, has been suspended by Facebook for music copyright infringement. Some of the tournaments, some of the matches I do stream, while I request the venue organizers to turn down the music. Sometimes it is not done, or it is done and then the video is live and then the music plays, and artificial intelligence is able to capture the music. They are very harsh, and it feels so bad, especially when you know that you are very innocent. For now, Dog City has pulled one back. It is now 7-2. He has the fight in him when you look at his body language, but he's playing against a guy that is so confident. Dog City is playing against the best version of Pilani that he has ever played. Be reminded, these two players did have 2 money matches at Mchana Pub in Nairobi last year. Both money matches were won by Dog City. Philani is trying to make amends. Dog City has a chance to win a third here by single visit clearance. Now 5 yellows, all of them in perfect position. His only problem, in my opinion, for a player of this level would be the position of the black, because it is right behind Pilani's blue. Closest to your screen. Maybe Dog City is playing this, try and open up the black, maybe not. White ball bouncing off the cushion with the top spin on it, which he does, opens up the black. Black ball can be potted either to the corner pocket closest to your screen, directly off the blue, maybe in that center pocket on the left, as long as Dog City finishes off his yellow game successfully. Seemingly difficult shot this one. White ball rotating around the 3 blues. Yes, I think he gets it right. He could pot that yellow ball to the center pocket on the right. Draw the white ball a little bit backwards to get a good grip to pot even the second yellow to the corresponding center pocket on the right. Little backspin, just as little as that. Effortless and seemingly neat. Looks like he's playing the same shot, same backspin, but a bigger one this time. Accurate. And now a roll over that black ball will do, either direct or off the blue. In my opinion, should be direct. Off the blue is a little bit risky. It could go off the blue and into the jaws of the pocket and off target. He shoots direct and misses. The difference between victory and defeat in black ball rules when it's top players against each other can be so minimal that a frame like this one, for top players, you would rather be in a position where Pilani is than a position where Dog City is. Because Philani is now having firm control over this frame. He decides when to pot, when to play snooker, when to attack, when to wait. Dog City can only pray. And to make matters worse, there's a chance he could play that black ball off the blue, in which case he would pot black prematurely and loss of frame. He almost did exactly as I was saying. Sometimes it is called the commentator's curse. 2 shots. Philani uses his free shots to remove his blue, and is now seemingly going for frame number 8 for him and his management team, that is Flames Pub in Johannesburg. Here comes Mazambane. This one is now a formality. This one is one frame, which as a player in the position Dog City is in O. You don't play games so well and then be complacent in a shot that is so easy for a player of your level. Philani Mazambane knows that he is guilty for that miss. It is now 7-3.
Well done.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are at Billiards Cafe, Lusaka, Zambia. One of those places that are the leading hub for constant pull, in my opinion, even on the entire African continent. When we came here, actually we were the first group of non-Zambians at the venue, and we could hardly get a pool table to play. All of 12, if not 13 tables, were busy and occupied. This is Pilani needing a big break here. Normally he breaks them big. Big break he aims for, big break he does. Potting and blue ball, having an open table but not a very accurate split of the balls. There are those three blues near that center pocket on the left, which are so close to each other for his liking. So the reason why I think that he will be going for the yellows here, Pilani. Actually goes for the blues. Brave decision it is. Likes to have a little bit too much spin on the white ball when he plays. On for blues now, where the frame will be one is that those two blues that are closest to your table on near the center pocket on the left and also near the corner pocket on the right respectively. How well he manipulates the situation will determine whether he will be winning this frame or losing it. That is my opinion. And doesn't give himself the white ball he would have fancied, because now maybe his best option is that ball near the white ball, near the center pocket, making a sharp cut of it against the cushion to the corner pocket on the top left. That is the shot. He misses the shot, actually he pots, and it looked better than it was when he was playing. At one point I thought the ball was not going in. Maybe the table is so welcoming because the ball was played off the cushion, but then it somehow got potted. Now needing a roll of that blue ball to the corner pocket on the top right, white ball being drawn a little backwards, just a little like that, just a little, but off target. And the sportsman Pilani has reported himself to his opponent in Dog City. He said that was a foul. I'm not sure that Dog City did realize that one, but I can just upload Pilani's sportsmanship in that one. I like to see sportsmen who uplift the spirit in them of fair play. Victor Sinyenza. The guys that have done that on camera: Habib Sabuguzi, Rita Nimusima, Caesar Chandiga, Dog City attempting to win a second in a row, which will be the first time in the match that he would have done that. Actually, if he won, yes, it will be a second in a row. Pilani has one blue ball left, so Dog City cannot afford to get a shot wrong. The guy that doesn't fear taking risks. Imagine if he had not gotten that shot on target, given the position of the white ball with an open blue ball now. But the risk seems to be paying off now because Dog City has these 4 yellow balls, which are all in space. He's too good not to win a frame like this one. If he did, then he wouldn't have any mature reason to give to his management team. For this next shot, he'll be drawing the white ball just a little bit backwards near the center pocket on the left, which he does. Now playing a normal shot, white ball moving normally, bouncing off the cushion, but with a little bit of right spin on it. Just a little bit of right spin on it. Gets an accurate angle now for the last yellow. It looks so straight for him to play it off the cushion. Probably he will need backspin, drawing the white ball backwards and off the cushion. It is not a simple shot. It is the shot he's attempting off the cushion to move near the position where the black is. Off the cushion, moving closer to the black. Accurate, in my opinion, very accurate. He will never miss the black from this range. Dog City. And there it is. Dog City 4, Pilani Mazambane 7, rest to 13, 1. Guys, accept my apologies every time you see those buffering images. It is because of the network at the venue, which is not so good, but seems to have restabilized for now. But thank you for watching Chatiti Andrew. Badman, you're asking who is leading. It is Pilani, the South African Moses Kingori. Thank you for correcting the race. Shasemere Merabi, you're asking if I can exercise the spins I always talk about. No, I can't. But for you, I can beat you. Mkizelindo Kole, thank you for watching. Kabira Koni. Kipkere Rapas. Selelo Maunge. Asking if there are any shooters from Botswana. I'm yet to ascertain. Yes, fellow media man Samson Kibuga has told me there are players coming from Botswana. So if you're watching from Botswana, keep your fingers crossed through the course of the weekend. What a shot from the South African. Lovely, accurate. Is getting a round of applause from each and everybody at the venue. He'll have the easiest spot of the black to win one on Dog City to increase his lead now to 8 for the South African, leading against the Ugandan. Bonnie Melinda, thank you for watching, supporting Dog City. Prisco Osborne, thank you. Richard Obama, supporting Dog City. Tapewa, Tilivavenji says a tortoise met a man with an axe. All right. That is a very funny analogy. Mosisi Rich Kichikawa. You're asking which coins they are using. I don't know which coins they're talking about. Maybe the tokens, The tokens, usual tokens, not money, just tokens. Sherry Pomzile, thank you for watching. Kabelo Sehome. Mwijisha Douglas, thank you for watching. Teresa Taka. Yes. Leonard Kipkeria. Japheth Cherry. Yes, Rashid is Dog City. Kabelo Sehome, you are making easy prediction. Pilani is winning because he's having a big lead anyway. Now Dog City has a chance to play, to fight. He started slowly, Dog City. While he has gotten his game on now, it will be very difficult for Dog City to win 9 frames before Pilani wins 5. That is exactly what Dog City wants to do. Gamba Israel is asking if there is any big match before the tournament begins. Caesar has a very big tournament for himself on Friday, which I cannot tell you about online. Unless he asks me to, but I won't. But he has a tournament off the table on Friday, a very big one, most especially in life. No further comments. Munyaradzi Manyere, thank you for watching. Divine Mongoni from Zimbabwe, thank you for watching. You are supporting Dog City. The guy you're supporting seems to have played himself in a little bit of trouble by his facial expression here. All he wants is a single visit clearance, which is not coming real easy. Playing bank shot seemingly, using white ball to open up the corner pocket closest to him on the right. Doesn't need that. Went for even a better alternative. Had he gotten the shot on target, then he had gotten himself very good white ball to try and open up that corner pocket by playing yellow off the blue. But for now, Philani has another chance to try and take down his game. Philani's worry will be that blue ball now near that corner pocket on the top left, because it is right behind Dog City's yellow, which occupies that very pocket. Playing to open up the pocket with big backspin. That is the shot. My goodness. Oh. And from a neutral perspective, such a big skill, you would have wished that it got the reward that it was played for. That is using the white ball to pot that yellow ball. But you cannot help but applaud that lovely skill. And how about that so far for the best piece of action? And yet it didn't even get itself pulled off. Philani now has gotten the shot accurate. No wonder he's getting a big round of applause from the fans. That is the best round of play I've seen in this match so far. The best sequence of 2 shots, and they are coming from the South African, who is in no shade of a doubt so far, the better player. And if he wins this race, there will be no doubt he will have won as a deserving winner. Some of the stuff he has been producing has been stuff of dreams. Big friends with the agent Joseph, I believe they share some training sessions. No wonder some of the stuff he produces. He takes more time in between shots, but a pretty good attacking player. The best of him I've seen is during the Holy Cup Championships, tournament of 128 international players. Guy came third and is on the B team of South Africa. That means in playing the qualifiers, he wasn't among the top 8, but part of the second 8. And in my opinion, South Africa, being the nation that has the best African players on the continent by this, by the way, in terms of quality and quantity, being on their second national. Ronald, thank you for watching. Lukwa, thank you for watching as well. Samuel Kingori, supporting Dog City. You think I'm doing a nice job, Samuel? Thank you. Now Pilani has this other big shot, maybe trying to put that blue ball to the center pocket on the left. White ball moving towards the black ball. Is another one of a bit. It seems the Zambians have made up mind now. They are supporting largely Pilani. They like Dogs because he was resident in Zambia for 2 years, playing pool here, but he is being outplayed by the South African, who now has a 5-game cushion back. It is Pilani Noksi 9, Rashid Wagaba 4. Thank God for now, Rachel Mbewe's network has stabilized. But Philani Nkosi's level of play is stabilizing even the more. I've seen him play a few money matches, twice against Dog City, once against Caesar, all of them against Ugandans. On all 4 occasions, this is the best performance I'm seeing from the youthful South African. He's been exceptional in this one. He has relatively bad white, but still can make it. Spinning the white ball backwards if he can play that yellow ball to the corner pocket. White ball moving naturally. What a shot from Pilani. You cannot help yourself but get entertained as this guy plays. He is a much improved player. One of the players that is getting less respect than his name actually deserves, but he is now a big boy amongst the big boys. Pilani, Mazambane, 10. Rashid, Wagaba, 4. Rest 13. Tracy, thank you for watching. You're asking how much the pot is. It is $1,000. The money that they are fighting for. Today Caesar is dominating the comment section. Priscilla Vari, thank you for watching. Fellow commentator. The magic voice must be watching from somewhere in Bulawayo. Thank you for watching and the role you are playing in African pool. You'll be missed, Priscilla, for this one. But I've got the news that you'll be part of the Grand Michana Open. One of the very few who can play well and commentate well. Thank you for watching, Vari. Kaimana Noah, thank you for watching. Yes, I'm in your country and it feels at home. The guy who feels most at home of the Ugandan delegation is Caesar. Guy is loved. Even Dog City is loved here, by the way. For him, in a special way, he can even speak Kinyanja quite fluently, like fluently. Really has brains. And for now we have another dish by Dog City. As long as he can roll that black ball to the corner pocket on the top left, and in the kind of danger he is in, he can never miss that one. He is still having the fight in him, only that his opponent is fighting just as good as Dog City. And this match is so far being decided by the very good start that Philani did have. If you remember, it was 6-1 at some point before Dog City did have that timeout, and since then Dog City has won 4 and Dog City 4. 10-5, meaning that Philani needs 3, while Dog City needs 8 out of the next 10 games, something that is quite unlikely, especially taking on a player this good. Philani is playing real good. Not that Dog City is playing any bad, he's simply just being outplayed in this one, and yet he has a dry break. Fish, thank you for watching and appreciating commentary. Masenge Ngandu, I'm I'm overwhelmed, eh? Yes, commentator Vari, I agree with you that Fila is underrated. Maybe one other thing he hasn't been doing well is not participating in as many comps like this one. Last year he wasn't part of the Billiards Cafe. He didn't participate in Queens. Participated in China. Things didn't go that well. For now, I think he's deciding that enough is enough of being called a low-rate player. The fact that he has made this trip, and from the flight he only went to check in at his hotel and then came straight to the table, is testament that he wants to be counted among men, both in money matches and official competitions themselves. Now on 4 yellows, his problem ball is that yellow ball which is touching Dog City's red near that cushion on the left. So far he doesn't have good white ball for it, and it is seeming like he may need to play that yellow ball last, unless in his next shot he gets a good white ball for it. If he decides to play it last, that will be a mistake in itself. He wants to open it up, maybe he fouls. A foul that nobody saw coming. A foul that Dog City will welcome with open arms. For him to pull one back, for him to lessen the deficit, to put the scoreline a little bit more respectable, to try and give himself a chance, which is really an outside chance. Winning 8 before a can win 3. In the meantime, guys, my Facebook page, Break and Finish Live, has been suspended. Use it again. I did make an appeal. The appeals normally don't come successful. When I am able to open a new page, I will tell you. For now, I have even a bit easy. So for now, for this comp, shall be using YouTube. If I get a Facebook page, then I'll be communicating to you which Facebook page it will be. While YouTube can make the videos more qualitative, Facebook is better for publicity purposes. Because the guy that did the pass in front of the screen is one of the Zion shooters. That's called Dr. Rango. That was a little bit careless by Dog City. If you are not sure that you are potting, be very mindful of the white ball. The pot he went for was quite difficult, and yet he is in a difficult position, difficult scoreline to try and pull back against a difficult opponent who has been given a white ball that is not so difficult to pot the yellow. The only difficulty is to get white for the black, which he does with relative ease. Philani Mazambane. There are many shots that he's been playing and getting a round of applause from the fans. That one is one of them. Ordinarily, if he had potted that yellow ball to the center pocket, he would not give himself natural white for the black. By going for the bank, he gets the white ball almost naturally. And the black ball he has just rolled to increase his lead now to 11 for himself and 5 for Dog City. While Dog City needs 8, Pilani needs 2 out of the remaining 9 games. And should Dog City find a way to win this match, it will be one of the the shocks of the year, the upsets of the year on the entire African continent, if he can find a way of getting back on this one. Once again, Philani Mazambane in course 11, Rashid Wagaba 5, South Africa 11, Uganda 5. I can just imagine the banter that will go on social media tonight after this match between South Africans and Ugandans. Ugandans are quite talkative. South Africans are quite numerous. So I always like to enjoy it. But without contributing a single bit. This one is a seeming attempt by Philani to win a 12th by Break and Finish live on Break and Finish YouTube channel. Lots of good stuff we've seen from him in this one, and it's seeming like he's not tired of giving us some more. A shot that was an attempt to open up the black ball. The black ball was not opened so effectively. Maybe he should have used the white ball to kick away that yellow ball inside of the black and then leave a clear path for the black ball. That one is a miscue, through which he got the shot wrong, through which Dog City has a chance at least to play a yellow game, which is not that bad. The would be bad yellow is the one that you can see touching the blue near the top end of the table, but possibly it can be potted to the corner pocket on the top left, and he opens up the black in a better fancy way than Philani. One of the good things I like about boys like Dog City is even in a losing effort, sometimes he gives you the flashes of his brilliance. He's a brilliant player, especially in the attacking sense of the game. But for today, he's being outplayed here at Billiards Cafe, Lusaka, Zambia. Scoreboard is not telling you lies. It is 5-11. Pilani leading. Will Dog City open up the yellow ball near the blue, or will he simply get white ball for it? He opens it up and gives himself a better white ball. For now, what is seeming like a clearance, which will take him to 6 compared to Pilani's 11. Third time these two guys are facing off against each other. First time and second time we're at Mchana Pub and Grill last year in Nairobi. Both races to 15 being won by Dog City. And yet today things are not exactly going his way. He's showing that he still has the fight in him. But Pilani, from the level he has been playing so far, you can just think he is 2 good breaks away from the $1,000. Dog City now going for number 6. He will need the big backspin here, draw the white ball backwards towards the top end of the table. Has to be on target. On target he is. The white ball, on target it is. The rest is a formality. Even for a frame this easy now, he has taken a deep breath because of the situation in which he is now up against the black, which will no doubt be sinking in. Dog City 6, Mazambane 11. Why I opine that this frame must be won by Dog City if it's to have a chance in this match is that you cannot allow Philani to be needing 1 game in about 6. You have to keep winning to keep him a little bit under pressure. And yet Dog City has now a dry break. A chance for Pilani to win a 12, a chance to come within 1 game of $1,000 if he can make a clearance of this frame. Not a very good split of the balls, seemingly going for the yellows, potting 1 yellow, opening the other, which he does. He has 1 problem now with that yellow ball, which is entangled between 2 blues right closest to your screen. If you can find solution for that one, you will think he will be good to go. This one seemingly to be the shot to open that situation up. Yes, he does. Only problem he has gotten while solving a problem is that he loses control of the white ball, and yet the even open yellow, the one on the extreme right, is also now in front of a blue. From one problem into another, even after solution. Dr. Rango wants to say hi and say something.
Big Rango, potting is my business.
That is Rango. Big Rango, he says potting is his business. That is his trademark. A very good player, by the way, but also a very stubborn one. I can see Geoffrey Setumba Fire in the house. Victor Sinyenza in the house. Moses Mofia in the house. Ishmael Mtetwa in the house. Kelvin Fikoti in the house, Royd Kabwe in the house, Moses Chishimba in the house, while Philani Nkosi misses a shot in the house. One of those few tactical frames that are happening in this match. It has been all-out attack, and it has been Pilani out shooting Dog City, who has seemingly decided to change tactics, but what a recovery. Things have just been happening in a way that every time Philani in this ongoing frame does something brilliant, he gets another problem after even a very good shot. Another situation has just come up. Playing off the cushion and potting in connection, and yet white ball is positioned not so good enough for himself, for the South Africans watching at the venue and online, and for Flames Pub and Grill, his management team in Johannesburg. The guy really has these recoveries. What a beauty of a shot that one has been. I don't know how many very beautiful shots Philani has performed in this match, but he has really, really entertained, and I don't think that any one of you is complaining regarding the entertainment bit of this match. He's leading with 5 games, not as if Dog City is playing any bad, no, but Philani is simply playing better. Guys, we are close to 400 watching. Only 40 have liked the video. Please like it, and allow it to spread even the more. Rashid Wagaba with a chance to win a 7th here. You don't get so many better chances than this one, finding a blue game as open as this one against a player as on form as is Pilani right now. Simple roll of that blue ball. White ball bouncing off the cushion, moving towards the midpoint of the table, which he does exactly, and has a game now that is there for the taking. I'm made to learn that the draws for the Billiards Cafe Double Elimination Classic Comp are happening at around lunchtime tomorrow, and then we shall know who will be facing who as the matches start on Friday. After that beautiful but a little backspin, Dog City will need probably the same exact shot. Another little beautiful backspin, white ball moving towards where it is right now. Just like that, little beautiful backspin with the easiest roll of the black to the corner pocket. He gets a 7th for himself. Dog City 7 and Mazambane 11. It has been a relatively big break by Mazambane. That is starting to appear that towards the end of the match, Philani is losing some of the luck he has been having, like good breaks. For this one, Dog City needs to take it game by game, frame by frame. Pot one ball, pot another, win a frame. Hopefully win another, lessen the gap. And before you know it, the pressure is now on your opponent and the game is there for the taking. For now, he still has a hill to climb, winning 6 frames before Philani wins 2.
Tax collector, napambani hospital mosese. You can fundraise, you are good fundraiser. That's your calling. You just remember this number.
He's getting closer to an 8 for himself here at Dog City. Pressure is up on him to try and deliver for himself and for his management team, the ATA. Now on the last blue, giving himself a relatively difficult white ball. I think he will try to go as slow as possible, simply rolling that blue ball to the corner pocket on the top right. Then white ball moving, of course, rightwards, bouncing off the cushion, and then moving into play for him to try and roll the black ball in the same way to the corner pocket closest to your screen. But it is not as easy as said. He has first to be on target and has to use the minimal energy, that is called 1 energy, as if he's going for a hard shot here. A little bit risky. No time of taking, no opportunity for taking risks here, most especially if it doesn't pull off. He knows Dog City that Pilani will be most likely making a clearance. He's going for a hard shot, maybe drawing the white ball backwards for white to open up the black ball. It is too risky, but maybe he thinks it gives him a better chance. He is on target. White ball opens up the black ball, but not in a favorable position, as we say. As dozens and dozens of Zambian fans stand around the table, getting entertained by 2 players from countries far apart, from Uganda and South Africa respectively. Decision of Dog City while he was on target, I'm not so sure that it was right. It was always too risky. The easiest shot, in my opinion, was the most effective. Is he going for bank? Goes for the corner pocket on the top right. The cut of the ball was too big for his liking, and Mazambane gets a chance to play again in this one. At some point I thought he was done and dusted for frame number 18. He will get a chance to play. The communication between the players is that Dog City is totally snookered and is at liberty to play off the cushion. Of course, he will be finding this black. Was for little power, but precision. Finds the black ball. Pilani will simply want to be potting 1 yellow ball and then hopefully make a clearance, which will give him a 12 and force Dog City to be needing 6 games in a row, something that is quite unlikely. He's gotten to pot at least 1 ball and is now looking for a sweep of frame number 19 out of potentially 25. How well he dragged that white ball, making it lose energy after being played off the yellow. After bouncing off the cushion to get that good white ball for the yellow, he's now playing to the center pocket. That is a shot that only and only top players can ever even imagine doing. The fact that he imagined it and played it and perfected it, you can look at it and think it is easy, but it is way more difficult than it looked. And yet, I think for the 3rd time in this match, after playing so well, he does something quite cheeky. And that is the reason why fans do not give him the respect that they give to other top South African players, because some of the times he can just become a little bit complacent. Like a frame that has just been given out to Dog City as a gift. Right now, Rashid Wagaba, 8, Pilani, Noksi, 11, rest to 13. Our network has really stabilized. I just hope it doesn't get wrong. Some of you think this was customer care. I don't think Philani will give Dog City any customer care. This is the 3rd time they are facing off in races with the same stake, and the first 2 times they are both won by Dog City. And if we can make a clearance of this yellow game, Dog City, it's starting to look a little bit realistic, as unexpected maybe 30 minutes ago, that he could stand a chance to win this match. But I am knowing that as long as Philani wins 1 frame in the next 10 minutes, then Dog City will be fighting for too little too late. But he still has a chance, I have to say, as long as he keeps the fight in him. That has been really rejuvenated, especially coming from timeout. Actually, after that timeout, he has been the better player. And while Philani has been producing some of the magical shots, it has been Dog City after that timeout when he went 6-1 down that has been playing better, consistent black ball pool. Ndubago Jeffrey, thank you for watching. You say you are praying for Dog City from Uganda. Esther Motesi, thank you for watching. My good friend, watching from Wakiso City, supporting Dog City. You are saluting me. I salute you too. Ashton Ventures, thank you for watching. Also supporting Dog City. I'm surprised there are a few South Africans watching this match, apart from your boy Tranquil, waving your South African flag. And normally I see so many South African flags in the stream. This time they are a little bit fewer. This one will be a good defensive effort from Dog City. Just got the white ball a little bit wrong. I feel that he was clearly winning. He's pumping his head with the idea in mind that maybe he may have blown his chance. For the first 30 minutes, the chances like this one that Mazambane was getting, he was finishing them off. This one, not so much. It's a match that he was keen that will be watched by his loved ones at home, Philani, because before lagging to toss for the break, he actually asked me for the link, try and share it with his loved ones, which he did. And I know that they are watching at home. I do believe he's resident in Joburg. Now this is the fight. The big shot he's needing is that blue ball he's looking at. But he needs to put it off the yellow to open up the pocket for his would-be bad blue ball. And in trying to do so, he gets the shot off target. Luck and determination are starting to go the way of Dog City, and Pilani's body expression maybe agrees. So that is the beauty of the cue ball control from the Ugandan. As he aims, as he goes for a ninth, as he puts, as he gets a good white ball for the black ball to the same center pocket on the left, it is starting to look like a realistic prospect that he could come from 7-1 down to try and take down the South African. Rashid Wagaba, Dog City, 9, Pilani Noksi, 11. After 20 frames, we are having the second timeout of the match, which shall be resuming in 3 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, Rashid Wagaba, 9, Philani Noksi, 11. See you shortly. For now, let's meet in the chat section.
Is still always there. They'll manage to get the numbers that went in that form after you
So it is 5 frames to go, ladies and gentlemen. Over the 5, Pilani needs 2 and Dog City needs 4, including this one. That is the situation we're still at. Well, it has been for the last 1 hour or so a very brave fight from the Ugandan. I still do think that the South African is still a favorite for this match. Philani Noksi all the way from Johannesburg to Lusaka, now playing at the Blues. Special shout out to you, Jeff Coach, watching from Kenya. Godly Ino, thank you for watching. Eliud Ngeta Mwangi. You have said that every time you are watching a live stream of pool and your favorite player is losing, then all of a sudden they start playing better and they start showing signs of comeback. You are probably insinuating that Dog City is your preferred player. But let us see if your prophecy can come through. Arnold Siyango, thank you for watching. You are saying that Philani seems to be entertaining his opponent and the money match should not be taken like that. He's not entertaining. Philani is an offensive-minded player, but he has been the better player, Philani, for most of the match, but you have to give Dog City the credit for the fight that he has had for the last 30-40 minutes, which has put Philani under pressure and then starting to make unforced errors, sometimes out of pressure, being inflicted upon himself by his opponent. Rechombe, we are very stubborn. You are saying Dog City. Why is he called Dog yet he's handsome? He was given the name of Dog City by his first manager when he was around the age 13, about 10 years ago, when he was just learning how to play pool. When it was holiday time after the school term, he was moving around the city of Kampala looking for people with whom to play pool. His manager called him like someone who was moving like a stray dog around the city, like a dog in the city moving for places and people with whom to play pool. So he was called the city dog. And to make the name a little bit more fancy, they had to pronounce it upside down. Then he was called the Dog City, a name that is still stuck on him up to present date. And he doesn't take offense in calling him Dog City. Good white ball movement, good shot from Dog City. Grace Kwamboka, thank you for watching. Jebo Kaninga, you're saying Philani is also kind of overrated. No, I'm not saying he's overrated. He's underrated actually. But now this match is showing all of the strengths and weaknesses of Philani's game. A very good player he is, but sometimes under pressure situations can get the better of him. And of course, sometimes he can just make an unexpected mistake. But each and every good shot on the table, he knows how to play. Maybe top consistency can be an issue. Dog City now on 1 yellow. Not obvious himself getting white ball for black. Moves the white ball around the black to put both balls to the same corner, center pocket on the left, and gets a round of applause from the fans for that. As if they have no side. As they were clapping for Pilani, now they are clapping for Dog City, who is putting black ball to the center pocket, who can't miss from that kind of range. He has gotten himself into double figures for the first time in the match and has gotten himself within only one, as in one frame of Pilani. It is Dog City 10, Pilani 11. Linda Langati is asking where Kasozi is. If I'm not mistaken, Joseph Kasozi and Ibrahim Sejemba are already in Zambia. They must have arrived with Ethiopian Airlines about 4 hours ago. But because I've been streaming games, I think they are into their hotel. I've not yet seen them so far. Maybe if they have gotten themselves SIM cards, they are even watching this match. That is the dry break, an unfortunate dry break from Dog City. The chance for Pilani to extend his lead, a chance for him to prevent Dog City from equalizing, having level scores for the first time since before the start of the game. What I'm meaning is that the last time that the scores were level were when it was at 0-0. Hello, thank you so much for watching. Well done to you. Wesley Raymond Jr. uploading Dog City's animal instincts in him, an absolute fighter he has been, and I don't have any disagreement with you, my brother Wesley Raymond Jr. Oops. Isn't that what you call feeling the pressure? Maybe it was intentional, maybe it is a trap by Pilani, who wanted Dog City to play yellows and Pilani takes the blues, sorry. Actually, if Dog City probably trying now to pot a yellow, play blue, and pot the yellow, and close the table in very good fashion. Of course, both players are fighting to play the yellows. The onus is now on Mazambane to play the yellows. Once again, the Billiards Cafe Elimination Classic Comp, which shall be used, but the main table, which shall have all of the main matches being streamed live, shall be streaming matches on the platform of the Advanced Talent Agency that secured rights for streaming this competition. To watch those matches, those main games, including the finals, which shall be streamed only on that table and only on the platform. Please subscribe to the Advanced Talent Agency for $1.5 a day or $6 a week, which in my opinion is the best that you can subscribe for this competition, because there will be even money matches like this one, even bigger matches after the competition up to around Tuesday of next week, as you support the agency, which is streamlining African pool by supporting players and financially from their talent. A business model of the ATA, also for the benefit of the players, streaming live games. Now Dog City with this chance to, but a minimal chance, a frame that Pilani has big benefit trying to win. Going for this blue, has not to give the white ball cheaply away. If he doesn't miss, which he does by the way, Philani will be concerned about that yellow ball which is touching the blue near the cushion on the right, maybe which he's playing to open. The opening is not so successful in this turn. He'll probably be producing another shot to open up the yellow, this time direct, this time which he does. Of course, there was no way he was going to fail to do that one. But for Dog City's, on a Dog City perspective, I think he will be happy that the black ball is now almost frozen against the cushion. There we go. There is this tempting shot which he has been subjected to, Dog City now. Combination shot trying to put both yellow and blue to the corner pocket closest to your screen. Not easy at all. But for players of this level, it is always possible. And doing it with a big backspin, drawing the white ball backwards, too confident. It is one shot which is his strength, which he gets right. Normally gets those ones right. Dog City, big skill on the international scene against a top player in a top moment and a pressure moment. Now with a chance to finish off frame number 22, which if he does will equalize against Philani, Noksi of South Africa, and which if he does, in my opinion, he will become the new favorite, a slight favorite for winning this match. Rashid Wagaba. 30 minutes, the last 30 minutes have been him in tip-top form. The form which saw him beat Philani and Noksi twice in too many matches at Mchana Pub and Grill in Nairobi last year. The form he needs to win 3 more games before Pilani wins 2 out of the next 4. Can't afford to miss. This one is a little bit risky. I don't think he needs to risk a lot. Just go for the game as it is. Yes, there is space between the yellow ball near the top cushion and the jaw of that pocket, but trying to pass that ball is not very obvious. It could even end up into a foul. I think this was the right decision. When it is a pressure moment, play the easiest available shot. Don't take unnecessary risk, because if you foul, you lose the frame. When Philani comes within 1 of the victory, you are as good as gone. It's still a tricky situation for both Philani and Dog City, most especially the position of the black ball. I think Dog City now has to roll the blue ball closest to the white, to the corner pocket diagonal in the top right of your screen. Little top spin in the white ball following that blue, such that he can get a good one for the last blue to the center pocket on the left. That is the shot he's aiming for. It is a shot he aims and plays to near perfection. Rashid Wagaba. The white ball, however, moved a little bit further than he would have fancied. Has not to lose groove of the white ball for the black ball. Big spin on the white ball and a beauty of a shot from the Ugandan, who has now a roll of the black ball against the cushion to try and put to the corner pocket closest to your screen, which if he does, he will be equalizing for the first time in this match. There is the shot. He aims and plays and puts the black. I just let you have a listen to the round of applause from the fans. The strangeness of the situation we have at hand is that it is now 11-11. It is level scores. The last time that the match was at level scores was before it was played. Yes, the last time it was level scores was at 0-0. Since the first frame, Philani has been leading until now. He doesn't know what has hit him. His facial expression is one of a guy that has the fear of what may come next. If he loses this match, he will have a rather sleepless night. Sleepless night. I think I mentioned it right. And yet again, the dry break haunts Philani. Now the situation is that Pilani is under too much pressure. Like you can see him sipping his fruit can drink. But now that the match is now at level scores, even Dog City himself gets the pressure he didn't have, because maybe in the last 3, 4, 5 games he has been playing with ease, knowing that he has little chance, only he can fight. Now he knows that the bigger the realistic prospect of winning can also create even more pressure. This sport is sometimes funny. With now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blues and a black ball. The balls are well scattered across the table. All of them on one side of the table, that is the right, but not a very easy clearance. Not at all. Even a guy in a vein of form as big as is Dog City right now. In the background, by the way, the guy that is standing behind Philani is the defending champion of the Billiards Cafe Devil Elimination Competition. That is Stanford Griven Gente of Malawi. If you can just have a look at his face, there is the guy, the one behind Philani. Back to the match. The entanglement of Dog City's blue ball near the center pocket, right in between Philani's yellows, is one reason. That's why Philani will be confident that he will be having a chance to play, a chance to win this frame, which is easily now the most important frame of the entire match. Frame number 23 will decide which of these two players will win one out of the next 2 games to take home the $1,000 US. Dog City under pressure. Philani under pressure. The crowd under pressure at the venue, and online equally under immense pressure as Dog City plays a defense shot here. Tricky looking frame, this one. Important shot, this one for Philani, which he gets this time on target. That is the round of hope he's giving to himself and all those of you who are watching from Bombela and East London and Pretoria and Durban and Johannesburg and Kimberley and Rustenburg and Polokwane, Newcastle, Makanda and everywhere that are watching this guy will be expecting that he will make them happy and proud as a Mzansi nation by winning 2 frames before his opponent Dog City, the Ugandan, wins 2. 2 nations that are starting to have somewhat of a sporting rivalry. The 2 national teams in football have just faced off in the same group in the qualification round of the Africa Cup of Nations. South Africa got the better knowledge of the Ugandans, but both countries did qualify for the continental showpiece. In pool, South Africa is the big dominant African force, but Uganda is one of those countries that are pulling back to try and put themselves to level with South Africa, most especially in the men's category. For the ladies category, it is between Uganda and South Africa always for the last 8 years for dominance of the African continent. But Philani, now with a chance to win the frame, if he can put these 2 yellows, now 1, and then the black ball, which is there for the taking. He will need a simple roll over that yellow ball, maybe with stop effect on the white ball, remaining to that same exact spot where there is a yellow, which is what he's aiming for, which is what he does. Finally, he gets a chance to win a frame for the first time in 6, because he has lost the last 5 frames all in succession when he was being outplayed. But yet for now, frame number 23 goes to the South African. Rashid Wagaba 11, Philani Noksi Mazambane 12, race to 13, meaning that only 2 frames are left in total. Philani needs one of them, while Dog City needs both. Thank you for watching. Jabel Kaninga. Lewis, thank you for watching. Ashton Ventures from South Africa. Thank you for watching. Andrew Nyandoro. Kingsley Khalid. It is a fair and yellow, and leaves a fairly good split of both colors of balls, both the yellows and the reds. Yellows do have one problem ball, the one closest to your screen on the good white ball for the center if he's to even think of attacking this frame and going for an up or going for a clearance, which would have this match end in a decider. At the venue, Ishmael Mteto of South Africa, Tess Faselasi, if I'm not mistaken, he's the Secretary General of the Zambia Pool Union, Jeffrey Setumba, Fire, Kelvin Fikoti watching this match, Royd Kabwe also watching. If I get a chance, I'll give the microphone to Ishmael. He likes. He's very confident speaking to the public now. Dog City, maybe to use this shot to get white ball for now. That yellow ball, which is on your left, the immediate yellow ball on your left, that can only be put to one pocket, the center pocket on the right. I'm talking of the yellow ball on the right, not on the left. It is the would be problem yellow ball for Dog City. If he can get good white ball for it, maybe he will be home and dry, at least to take this match to the wire, to the decider, to the divider. That is the roll of the yellow ball to this corner pocket. Should be now the important moment of this frame on a Dog City perspective. This next shot has to be very crucial. After putting that yellow ball to the center pocket, now on the right, he will want to draw the white ball backwards, but moving in right direction, closer to your screen, closer to the pocket, closest to your screen, and has no opportunity even to think of missing this shot. If he does, maybe he will be losing the match, losing the victory, losing the $1,000 to his opponent. 11-12, he is down with a big fighting chance. He has gotten a good fight in him, with a chance to try and seal it, but only if he can win this frame and then hopefully for himself win a decider. That is the shot that has been played, in my opinion, to pinpoint accuracy. Under pressure, against the odds, going 7-1 down, winning majority of the next frames after getting outplayed in the first hour, outplaying his opponent Dog City in the next hour, and seemingly going for a clearance, which would be a 12 out of 24 frames, meaning that we would need a decider in this match if we can make a clearance of this yellow frame. This is the shot, which I can't afford to get wrong. Did a little bit something hard. Finally, he has gotten it. That was tough and close and hard and brave, but okay. Has to avoid bad movement of the white ball and also has to be on target. Yellow ball to the center pocket on the left. It is on target. White ball is so neat and so accurate and so beautiful. This one could be one of the better clearances of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a decider.
You have to come and speak to the people.
I want to talk to a friend of mine, a legendary player of Africa, 2014 African champion. Do you even remember your African champion?
I forgot about that.
I saw something about this match.
I thought it was an easy match for Pilani, and now things changed.
Just a little prediction.
Of course, I wish Pilani to win, but I really don't know because this guy also seems as if he's playing well right now. So it's 50-50, but I want Pilani to win.
Now you promised me a rematch with Dog City. Remember he won against you at billiards last year.
Yeah.
Should he have? Can we expect something?
Yeah, maybe
before he goes or before you go.
Of course, before he goes, we can play. I would like to play him like maybe 20,000 each player or 25,000 each player. We play a set kind of a match. So raise to 11s per set. 11. Yeah, raise to 2 sets.
Like
raise to 2 sets. Yeah?
Like trilogy, like the one of
exactly.
of Jerry and Ibra.
Yeah, but this is a one-day thing because
the one-day thing. You race and again you race again you race.
Race to 11s.
Maybe we can do that tomorrow. Why not?
No, tomorrow there's a tournament, so we can do that maybe after the tournament.
Tournament is on Friday. Tomorrow is Thursday.
There's an opening tournament tomorrow, top 16.
Top 16.
Yeah. If there isn't a tournament, then I'll take him tomorrow. No problem.
No problem, eh?
Yeah.
Otherwise, I loved your game when you played with Royd, eh?
Yeah, but I made so much mistakes.
You made some mistakes, but you are better Ishmael than Ishmael of last year. Last year you were a big fish, man.
I'm a big fish. But slowly I'm improving.
Slowly you are coming back.
Slowly, yeah.
Now you are a player, no longer a manager now.
No. I'm not a manager for this tournament. I was a manager 1 month ago.
Yeah.
I retired from being a manager to a pool player.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for the time. That was Ishmael Mtetwa, the guy who defeated Royd in the first match of the day. A moment of truth for Dog City to try and steal a victory against a guy that was already dubbed winner maybe 1 hour, maybe 1.5 hours ago. That is Philani Noksi of South Africa. A match that is played between individuals but with international interests at heart. Dog City plays off the cushion and gets to pot a ball and has the white ball relatively in a fair position. He has one relatively problem yellow ball, the one near the corner pocket on the right of your screen. But again, there is space between the jaw of that corner pocket and the blue ball near that corner pocket for Dog City to pass his yellow. Only if he can make a clearance, only if he can pot this yellow ball he's looking at to the corner pocket now on the top left, which he does get right. What a shot. How dare does he even make a shot under that kind of pressure on a day like this? Even Billiards Cafe, as busy as the place is, all other tables besides maybe 2 out of the 14, out of the 13 have been left free, and everybody is choosing to watch the last stages of this match, which the Ugandan is seemingly now getting a grip of with 3 yellows to try and make himself $1,000 richer tonight. Just 24 hours of his stay in Zambia, which was his home between 2020 to 2022, late in the year. He is seemingly now in pole position to make himself happy, his country happy, from Kampala to Gulu to Arua to Jinja to Iganga to Kabale to Fort Portal and all places in between, where they support Ugandan pool and Ugandan players everywhere they go. One of them, one of the very best in the country, with a chance to produce one of the most memorable victories of his career, if he can win this match, coming from 7-1 down, defeating one of South Africa's finest players, that is the backspin. And accurate white ball for the last yellow to the center pocket on the white ball. Sorry, center pocket on the right. White ball moving with the top spin, maybe following the yellow, for him to put the black ball to the corner pocket on the left. A shot that would spark off celebrations for the young man, who has seemingly even said a little prayer to God before taking that shot. That is the meaning of pressure at its very best, taking deep breath after deep breath. And at a shot like this one, you will fancy that on a normal day he will play it every time, maybe 10 times out of 10. But this one is not a normal day. It is a decider of a money match with international interests at heart. He is choosing to play backspin, allowing himself, if he can put on the sight of the black ball. Yes, he puts. White ball moves further than he would have wanted. His only option now, in my opinion, is that black ball to the center pocket on the right. If he gets it right, he will win right, the victory right, and the money right on the center pocket right. Dog City versus the black. And given the level at which he has been playing for the last 30 minutes, there is a good likelihood that this is the last shot of the match. Here is the moment of truth. Versus the black, hopefully for him, for the last time, to the center pocket on the right. White ball seems to be safe, and puts the ball. White is safe. That is the celebration. The Ugandan takes down the South African. The support is natural. Final results, ladies and gentlemen, for $1,000 US. Rashid Wagaba 13, Philani Mazambane 12. The South African, who will be consoled by Ishmael, will not believe his misfortune after going 7-1 up. He is losing the match against the player who is taking him down now for the third time in 3 money matches. For now, I wish you a wonderful rest of the evening, and may the Almighty God bless you.